Episode 27, Quarantine Catch-Up Part 7. Nadir, you know what? I think this might be one of the last quarantine catch-ups we do.
Yeah, I know. And I hope it's one of those last few days of the quarantine. The government has declared the new operation. It's called Unlock 1.0. So, I don't know. I'm just laughing at the irony of it because there's nothing that's been unlocked in my life. I'm still stuck in the house. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think you come under one of those containment zones. But it's crazy, right? It's like at this point we're all literally living these updates to computer softwares or something like that.
Absolutely. And today is we are recording this on the 2nd of June, and there is a cyclone warning for the city of Mumbai. And apparently the cyclone, will have this landfall south of Bombay tomorrow at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, which is the 3rd of June. So I don't know, man, this 2020 year has been a massive curse.
Yeah, just it's one of those things, right? It's like just when you think what can be worse than this, but
I mean, this entire year has been like Murphy's Law. The entire year, right? I'm not even saying, oh, so far it's been Murphy's. No, the entire year is Murphy's Law. I am expecting some more, trouble, some more things that will probably show up June onwards, July onwards. So, that's how it's been.
And what's crazy is that it's already been like 6 months of the year and you just don't realize it.
Yeah, that's true, huh? But like today, it feels as if I woke up just like 2 hours ago in the morning and it's already 10:30 in the night. So that's how fast the day goes. Like you just don't know, and you're on calls back to back, and you have to take calls. There's no excuse. Like can you imagine an office guy? He has or she has no excuse to make, right? Like you can't come up with stuff like, hey, I'll call you back, I'm driving. What?
Can you imagine all those guys who used to make like, yeah, I'm stuck in traffic excuses, no longer valid.
Yeah. Exactly. Like you just can't make any of those outdoor excuses, right? Because now you just have to take that call, or you have to make that call, or you have to send that email. I think the worst that you can do is, hey man, my internet's not working. So I can't. I mean, at the back of your head that okay, that's an excuse for sure. So I think people are getting very innovative with the excuses also now when it comes to work.
Yeah, but it's crazy how like we've had to adapt to everything. I mean, I haven't gone into the exact details because I'm still going to be a skeptic. But malls are supposed to open, I believe. Shops are supposed to open, and I think the funniest part for me was like on odd and even days certain shops will be open, so every time you go out it'll be like different shops open. But man, I don't know. I mean, like at least for us as parents, the most worrisome thing hasn't come up as yet is when schools will be opening or what's been going to happen. But
correct, they've kind of left that in hanging. That when we come to that, we'll sort of let you know. Right now, it's kind of swept under the carpet, and they don't want to sort of decide on schools and colleges. Yeah. But so my neighbors, twin boys, they're as old as my daughter, a couple of months younger, and they have been enrolled in a neighborhood school, and their school will start online classes very soon, like proper, second week June school opening, every year, but it's going to be online.
But you know what I'm wondering is, do you remember the assembly or like the morning prayer and stuff like that you had in school? Will that still happen? Correct. I wonder, over Zoom.
Yeah, well, whoever's praying, they better be praying very hard to a very powerful God.
But wow, 3.5 years old, attending classes over Zoom. This is going to be like, I think this is something.
And twins.
Yeah. Oh boy.
that's an episode in itself. Like I want to see how those twin boys are going to concentrate on that one screen without hitting the keyboard, just to see what happens.
Yeah. But
I want to be in that room.
Yeah, but definitely, I think schooling is going to come up in the coming episodes for sure, as
Yeah.
more and more experience it. But let's deviate a bit and go back to one of our early episodes we did in this quarantine period. Do you remember, like, we did an informal survey of like, what's the first thing you're going to do when this lockdown ends? I'd love to like
Correct.
ask everyone on Instagram or in my friend circle again and just like compare like what they said, how much it has changed in the last few months. I mean, like, I remember some people wanted to go to the restaurants. I think restaurants are going to
A
open.
lot of people said that they wanted to go to a restaurant, and specifically a Chinese restaurant. What are the? I mean, that's an irony right there. You want to go out to a Chinese restaurant, and something Chinese put you in the house in the first place. So
But
it's
yeah,
weird, right? It's like
yeah, but
really weird.
I'm just wondering, like, it would be a fun exercise to do. Yeah, I think I should do it on Instagram again. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Uh,
Yeah, but I want to do something very specific. When this lockdown gets done, like proper, which is I want to go back to office and I want to take my laptop stand, because the amount of hunched over video con calls that I'm doing, I'm sure my some vertebrae is like finished by now. I should be in terrible pain, but I think there's just so much pain all over my body. I don't feel it right now. So that's the first thing I want to get. I want to get that laptop stand and I want to put it at a decent angle so that it's eye level and I don't have to hunch over or bend over, to see the screen. So yeah, it's a very strange thing, but that's what kind of came up in my head. I said,
no,
that's what I'm going to do first.
but you know what? You're talking about first thing you want to do. I wish I could do it, and it's like, you know how we used to complain about office chairs and, oh, it's not this and that and things like that.
Yeah,
After
yeah,
like a couple of months of sitting at your home chairs, which are not really, ergonomic and all of that, you
true.
just miss, like, you at this point. I don't think I would like fight or say, oh, this is my chair, that chair. I'll just take any chair just to be sitting in a different chair after so
Yeah.
long, man.
I mean, imagine people whose jobs are stuck to that chair, any chair for that matter, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have designers, you have your coders, anyone who basically sits at the desk for a very long time. I'm sure all of them must be missing that one chair of theirs dedicated to them. So I completely understand the sentiment. Yeah, that's what I said. Right? The first thing I want to do is like go back to my workplace. Nothing else. Go back to my workplace, get that laptop stand so that I don't have to hunch over. But yeah, I mean that's something I kind of want to do
Yeah.
first, because I'm sure offices won't open up immediately with 100% staff. So
Yeah, I
some of
think there's
them
some like
will be
10% and stuff.
required.
Yeah,
Precisely. So yeah,
but it's crazy. I mean, like, if you're looking at like neighboring countries for kind of like a benchmark or so, like the Middle East or UAE to be specific, a couple of weeks
Hmm.
ago they opened to like 30%, and I just saw the news from tomorrow onwards, all malls 100% capacity, offices 100% capacity, which is actually
wow.
quite fast. I don't think we're going to be that quick, but yeah, man. I mean, there is that light at the end of the tunnel, I'd say.
I'm not sure. I'm on the fence on this decision by governments, where that the virus hasn't gone away completely. We don't have a vaccine in our hands yet, but we still want to kind of open up regular day-to-day operations. Of course, it's very important for the economy, but if you kind of go back in history, that's exactly what they said during the Spanish flu, that the Spanish flu lasted for 2 years, right? Killed 50 million people across three separate waves. So they shut down cities and countries or whatever. And then when they opened it, that's when the maximum people died. I mean, the maximum people were affected in the second wave. So I don't know. I mean, maybe we've changed over 100 years.
I'd like to
It's
believe
just
so.
yeah, it's just something that I read today in the morning, in fact, and kind of got stuck in my head. I said, oh boy, so maybe the worst is yet to come, perhaps. But I'm a pessimist, so I always think of the worst things first. So yeah.
But yeah,
But
anyway.
anyway, having you mentioned about the whole international thing, we're doing something different for the month of June in terms of our programming.
Yeah, so it's a new month, but also later on this month is Father's Day.
Correct. 21st June. 21st June? Yeah, 21st June, I think.
So what do we have lined up, Nadir?
So we're going to continue with our Dads Abroad, this little series that we started. Rahul Dhonde kind of started it off with that, and we're going to get a couple more fathers to sort of continue with that series. So this month we are going to concentrate only on dads, actually, because it's Father's Day month. So we thought, let's just get only dads this month in terms of guests. But we will also talk about schools and that process and what's it like being the future of online schools and stuff like that. But talk to dads.
So yeah, look us up on Instagram or Facebook. We're popsinapod. Thanks to everyone for all those great suggestions on Instagram last week. We're definitely going to keep those in mind for upcoming episodes. But I think that's all from us from this week.
Yeah, this was a little midweek and most likely the last one. So we go back to our original every Friday programming. So until then, see you guys this coming Friday. I'm Nadir Pop.
And I'm Peter Pop. See you guys.
See you soon.